Detailed technical analysis of Apple stock based on the provided dataset, covering key indicators, trends, and insights in English. The analysis will focus on price action, moving averages, momentum indicators, volatility, and other metrics to provide a comprehensive view of the stock's behavior as of June 5, 2025. Technical analysis of Apple stock as of June 5, 2025, price action and trend analysis. The dataset spans from June 5, 2024 to June 4, 2025, with the latest closing price of Apple at $202.82 on June 4, 2025. Over this period, Apple exhibited significant volatility. The stock reached a high of $237.23 on July 15, 2024, and a low of $193.46 on May 23, 2025. The closing price on June 4, 2025, reflects a downward trend from its peak, indicating a potential correction or consolidation phase. Short-term trend. The last 5 days, May 29 to June 4, 2025, show a slight upward movement, with the closing price rising from $199.95 to $202.82. However, the stock remains below its recent highs, suggesting cautious optimism. Long-term trend. Comparing the closing price to longer-term moving averages, Apple is trading below its 200-day simple moving average, SMA_200, of $221.83, which is a bearish signal. However, it is slightly above its 150-day SMA, EMA_150 at $198.95, indicating some support at this level. Moving averages analysis. Moving averages provide insight into the stock's trend and potential support/resistance levels. Short-term moving averages. The 5-day SMA, SMA_5, is $201.72, and the 5-day EMA, EMA_5, is $202.12, both of which are very close to the current closing price of $202.82. This suggests the stock is in a neutral zone in the short term, with no strong momentum in either direction. The triple exponential moving average, TEMA_10, at $200.37, and the Kaufman adaptive moving average, COMMA_10, at $202.34 align closely with the current price, reinforcing the lack of a clear short-term trend. Medium-term moving averages. The 20-day SMA, SMA_20, at $203.73, and the 21-day EMA, EMA_21, at $203.25 are slightly above the current price, acting as immediate resistance levels. The 50-day SMA, SMA_50, at $208.49 and EMA_50 at $210.69 are significantly higher, indicating that the stock is underperforming its medium-term trend, which could signal a bearish bias. Long-term moving averages. The 200-day SMA, SMA_200, at $221.83 and EMA_200 at $220.81 are well above the current price, confirming a long-term bearish trend. The stock would need to break above these levels to signal a potential reversal. Momentum indicators. Momentum indicators help assess the strength and direction of the stock's price movement. Relative Strength Index, RSI_14. The RSI_14 is at 48.44, which is close to the neutral level of 50. This suggests that Apple is neither overbought nor oversold, indicating a lack of strong momentum. The RSI has been trending below 50 in recent days, e.g., 44.50 on May 29, reflecting selling pressure, but the slight uptick to 48.44 shows some recovery. Stochastic Oscillator. The stochastic percent K, stock_K_5, is at 75.38, and the stochastic percent D, stock_D_5, is at 73.77, both of which are in the upper range but not yet in the overbought territory, greater than 80. This suggests that the stock may have some upward momentum in the very short term. However, the stock RSI_K_5 at 75.65 and stock RSI_D_5 at 69.51 are also approaching overbought levels, indicating caution for potential short-term pullbacks. MACD. Moving average convergence divergence. The MACD is at -1.27, with the MACD signal line at -1.26, resulting in a MACD histogram of -0.01. The negative MACD value indicates bearish momentum, but the narrowing histogram suggests that the bearish momentum is weakening, potentially hinting at a reversal or consolidation. Momentum_10. The 10-day momentum is -4.04, indicating that the stock has lost value over the past 10 days, further confirming the short-term bearish bias. Volatility and risk indicators. Volatility indicators provide insight into the stock's price fluctuations and potential risk. Average true range, ATR_14. The ATR_14 is 5.34, indicating moderate volatility. This suggests that daily price swings of around $5.34 are typical, which aligns with the stock's recent range-bound behavior. Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Band upper, BB_upper, is at $214.80. The middle, BB_middle, 20-day SMA, is at $203.73, and the lower, BB_lower, is at $192.66. The current price of $202.82 is very close to the middle band, indicating that the stock is trading within its normal range. However, its proximity to the lower band suggests a higher likelihood of a bounce rather than a breakdown, unless it breaches $192.66. Beta_14. The 14-day beta is 0.99, meaning AAPL's volatility is nearly in line with the market. This suggests that Apple is not exhibiting excessive risk compared to the broader market. Volume analysis. Volume trends can confirm the strength of price movements. Volume and on-balance volume. OBV. The volume on June 4, 2025, was 43,603,985 shares, which is lower than the average over the past few months, e.g., 78,432,918 on May 23, 2025. The OBV is at 690,267,172, showing a downward trend in recent days, e.g., 652,066,296 on May 30. This decline in OBV alongside the price stabilization suggests that selling pressure may be easing, but there is no strong buying interest yet. Chaikin Oscillator. The Chaikin Oscillator is at 22,118,790, which is positive but lower than previous peaks, e.g., 41,614,454 on May 19. This indicates some accumulation, but the declining trend suggests weakening buying pressure. Other technical indicators. Arun Oscillator. Arun_OSC_14. The Arun Oscillator is at -50, with Arun down at 24 and Arun up at 8. This indicates that the recent low downtrend is more dominant than the recent high, reinforcing the bearish trend. ADX_14 and DX_14. The ADX_14 is at 15.79, which is low, indicating a lack of a strong trend. Values below 20 suggest a weak trend. The DX_14 at 8.01 further confirms the absence of directional momentum. Williams %R. Williams_R_14. The Williams %R is at -52, which is near the neutral zone. This aligns with the RSI, suggesting no extreme conditions in terms of overbought or oversold levels. Ultimate Oscillator. The Ultimate Oscillator is at 53.92, which is slightly above the neutral level of 50. This indicates mild bullish momentum but not strong enough to confirm a reversal. Key support and resistance levels. Support. The immediate support is at the Bollinger Band lower level of $192.66, which aligns with the recent low of $193.46 on May 23, 2025. A break below this could lead to further declines toward the $190 level, where historical support exists, e.g. OBV lows. Resistance. The first resistance is at the 20-day SMA of $203.73, followed by the 50-day SMA at $208.49. A break above these levels could signal a shift toward a more bullish trend, with the next significant resistance at the 200-day SMA of $221.83. Interesting insight and interesting observation from the data is the significant drop in the money flow index, MFI_14, from 62.85 on May 13, 2025, to 31.24 on June 4, 2025. This sharp decline indicates a substantial reduction in buying pressure, potentially reflecting profit-taking or a shift in investor sentiment. However, the MFI is now approaching oversold territory, less than 30, which could signal a potential buying opportunity if other indicators align for a reversal. Conclusion: as of June 4, 2025, Apple stock is in a consolidation phase following a significant downtrend from its peak in July 2024. The stock is showing signs of stabilization near the $200 to $203 range, with short-term momentum indicators like the stochastic oscillator and ultimate oscillator suggesting mild bullishness. However, the longer-term trend remains bearish, as evidenced by the stock trading below its 200-day moving averages and the negative MACD. Investors should watch for a break above the 20-day SMA, $203.73, and 50-day SMA, $208.49, for confirmation of a bullish reversal. Conversely, a drop below the $192.66 support level could lead to further declines. The low ADX and declining volume suggest a lack of strong directional momentum, indicating that Apple may remain range-bound in the near term unless a catalyst emerges. The MFI nearing oversold levels could present a potential entry point for risk-tolerant investors, but confirmation from other indicators, e.g. RSI, MACD, is recommended before taking a position. This analysis provides a detailed overview of AAPL's technical picture, focusing on actionable insights for traders and investors. Let me know if you'd like further elaboration on any specific indicator or aspect.